we should go in chanting.
Yes.
All right.
Without them.
Yeah, without the
Oh, yeah.
This one now started off.
Hey, hey!
Ho ho! The FLA
has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho ho! The FLA has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho ho! The FLA has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho ho! The FLA has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho ho! The FLA has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho ho! The FLA has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho ho! The FLA has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho ho! The FLA has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho ho! The FLA has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho ho! The FLA has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho ho! The FLA has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho ho! The FLA has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho ho! The FLA has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho ho! The FLA has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho ho! The FLA has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho ho! The FLA has got to go! Hey.
So what do you have that I can take from you to deliver?
Oh, but first we'd like to read you something.
Okay?
Dear President Skorton, we, the Sweatfree Cornell Coalition, are here today to follow up on the administration's commitments to uphold labor standards and to clarify the university's action regarding the upcoming deadline for the FLA response. The Sweatfree Cornell Coalition is comprised of students across campus who are joining onto the campaign previously spearheaded by Cornell United Students Against Sweatshops and the Cornell Organization for Labor Action, calling upon the university to disaffiliate from the FLA and implement the Designated Suppliers Program into our Code of Conduct. We have members from MECA, Sustainability Hub, and Kyoto Now, the Women's Resource Center, APAA, and Teatro Teller. We continue to be a rapidly growing group of concerned students who urge the university to do everything in its power to rid Cornell's supply chain of sweatshops. The Sweatfree Cornell Coalition understands that the dialogue between CU Students Against Sweatshops and Mike Powers has been immensely productive. We greatly appreciate the time and effort he has put into bringing our concerns to the fore. The coalition is deeply troubled by Adidas' blatant misconduct and total unwillingness to engage with its university partners. At Cornell, students have worked with the administration to try and engage Adidas in order to ensure it pays its workers the $1.8 million in severance pay it legally owes to its workers. While we have received no response at Cornell, at forums at other universities, Adidas has made clear it has no intention to pay its workers this money, a clear violation of Cornell's Code of Conduct. Recently, it has also come to light that Adidas has committed other labor abuses in Indonesia, see the attached document. We would like to commend Mike Powers for reinstating the Licensing Oversight Committee. However, it is up to you, President Skorton, to put Adidas on notice and compel them to pay their workers at the PT Kizone factory. President Skorton, ultimately is in your hands to make these critical decisions that have the capacity to truly move the anti-sweatshop movement forward in a sustainable and lasting way. It is up to you to do the right thing. Only you have the authority to disaffiliate from the FLA, to write the Designated Suppliers Program into our Code of Conduct, and to put Adidas on notice. The overwhelming support of the Cornell community is clear. Cornell students demand that action be taken by Monday, April 30th, and we request affirmation that the university will follow through with its promises. We have 3 copies.
Okay.
So,
Well, I take one that I can keep as
Yes.
Vice President, and I'll pass one on to the President, and
Yes.
we'll make sure
And-
that Tommy Bruce has one and Mike Powers gets that, okay? I can't, I know that the 30th is a deadline that we have for the response back, so I don't know that you'll get a response back that very same day, but we're obviously very attuned to the issues that you guys have. Are these from Indonesia?
Yes.
yeah.
Thank you for your
You want
willingness to communicate with us on this, but
Yeah.
we would like to know that we will receive a response if the FLA will no longer be affiliated with our university if their response is unsatisfactory.
You can email us at any time. We're all, the E-generation, like, on our peers' phones,
Some
So
of us are not the E-generation, so we're not on it.
So if we receive an inadequate response, will we immediately disaffiliate as President Skorton has promised?
I can't answer for him. I don't know what his actions will be. Yes, but that's why you're asking him, so that's why I'll deliver this to him. So,
All right. Well,
So,
Of course, we expect.
Expect him to keep his
so
word.
Yeah.
with whom do we communicate? So when you sign at the Sweatfree Coalition, I don't know who is a contact.
We can be contacted at cornellstudentsagainst.sweatshops@gmail.com.
That,
I'll write that on there.
Yeah.
you want to write me an email so I know where we can, if we're gonna,
Is it you?
I mean, I know how to get in touch with a couple of you as individual students, but I don't know your organization's email.
Thanks.
Wait, Karen, it's really fun. It's,
Yeah. Are you putting that in?
Are these all from the same factory?
Yeah.
I mean, just so you know, Vice President Murphy, we do expect President Skorton to keep his word and immediately disaffiliate if we receive an inadequate response.
I'm sure you do.
Okay.
I'm sure you do.
I think the other thing that we would really like to communicate to you is that this isn't that far out of line with where global economic trends are and where major corporations are going. A lot of corporations, one of the club that I'm involved in, the ILR Global Affairs Club, we just brought a speaker to campus who is the Director of Global Labor Relations for Procter & Gamble, and he talked about how global supply chain responsibility is really becoming more mainstream and how this is really sort of the movement that this is the beginning of it, but this is sort of where everything's moving, so this isn't something that's really far out there, not with where we're
So
going.
just,
globally.
give me just, because I haven't had a chance to talk to you guys, how do you guys respond to all of the publicity about Foxconn and FLA?
Well, I think it's a reason to disaffiliate.
You think it is a reason to disaffiliate? Okay, and help me understand that.
Because the FLA is acting as a corporate consulting group to Apple. Like Apple had all this fire under them, even though there were reports against their sweatshop abuses earlier before. And then once it started picking up hype, they paid money to the FLA, joining the board, and now they're becoming the single biggest contributor to the FLA for them. And the FLA is coming in for a quote-unquote remediation plan, but it's really telling Apple, this is what you should do. And there's still several things lacking in the FLA report that what was this?
SACCOM?
SACCOM, they're a student organization in China, and they issued a report earlier before.
And where was WRC in that discussion? Were they involved at all, or they just don't have a connection in with the Apple
WRC is
Foxconn?
focused on the apparel industry.
Just on the apparel, okay.
Yeah.
So while it's great that they have a corporate consulting group, it shouldn't be Cornell's responsibility to fund this for Apple. So.
Okay, just was curious how you were
So,
seeing all that. Okay,
I'm sure we'll be in touch
I'm
shortly.
sure we'll be in touch.
Yeah, great.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
guys.
Thank
All right, thank you.
All right, you take care.
You too.
Bye.